Today we're trying Forge the Fates. It's a roguelike deck builder, but on the Steam page it said that it converted like the classic hand of cards into a grid of runes instead, which sounded interesting, so I wanted to try it out and see if it was any fun. Or rather, if I thought it was any fun. Welcome to your battle training. You look like you've seen your share of combat before. Click anywhere to advance the dialogue. This will take less than 5 minutes. We're just going to cover the unique essentials. I'm sure you can figure out the rest once you enter the realm. I do like that they kind of give me a time frame of like how much time do I need to spend on the tutorials. Tutorials are hard. Like you need to onboard the game. At the same time, it's like very hard to make sure that they're not super boring way to start off the game. So I think having the players actually play through the tutorial of your demo, that's like a big win. Not easy to achieve. See that grid of squares? At the start of each battle, your deck of runes is shuffled and dealt onto it. Hover your cursor over the runes on your grid to see what they do. The golden colored ones are called light runes. They are defensive shields, buffs, stuff to keep you alive. The purple ones are dark runes. They are offensive, focused on dealing damage and hitting enemies with debuffs. All runes cost 1 energy to play. You can check your stat bar on any time to see your current energy. It fully replenishes at the start of each turn. Runes on the far right side of the column grid are playable. This is known as your hand. Look for the blue tinted frames. That means that they're ready. Alright, time to test it out. Play one of your light runes by first selecting it on your grid, then playing it on your character. Okay, so let's see, this one gives me 5 shields. This one gives me 3 shields for each enemy alive. So I'll get 9 for this one, which is better than 5. But I guess also like that they're moving forward like this, so it's a question of which one. Yeah, so this one deals 3 damage to all enemies. This one deals, okay, so yeah. So yeah, it seems interesting. Like you have like a choice of which active you want to do right now, but you also have like you're seeing something. If I'm guessing correctly, then you're seeing like what your next steps are. So kind of that gives you more information to kind of make interesting decisions. Yeah, there we have it. See how the runes to the left shifted to fill the gaps? The new runes and the new rune was dealt to your grid? Yep, we saw that. Because you can see your grid and control how it shifts, you can influence which runes will appear in your next hand. Also, your grid does not discard runes between turns, so you're not just planning for this turn, you can line up combos and think a few moves ahead. This is clever, I like this. Time to go on the offensive. Play the dark rune that just shifted onto your hand. Just a heads up, you cannot hit the enemies in the back road until the front road enemies are defeated, unless the rune targets all enemies at once. Which mine does, doesn't it? Yeah. Because I was so clever with what I picked. And I think that this is good on the developer as well, because very often you play tutorials where sometimes they're like, I played one roguelike deck building tutorial and it was 30 minutes and I didn't do one interesting choice or didn't feel clever once. I just did everything that they told me, but they could have highlighted that, oh, you should have picked this one, but they didn't. They told me press one of these 3 no, one of these four ones. I found out which one was best. I don't know if this is random or not, but they made it so that it was obviously best, which I think is what I would do, because I felt really clever doing this. So yeah, so far really good work. So we're doing this one, and it's targeting everyone, isn't it? So yeah. Nice hit, nothing like cracking skulls to learn the ropes. I agree. What does this do? Apply 2 damage and 2 burn. All of these are tugs with exactly the same hit points. Like, yeah, I think it would have been more fun if like this one was like a healer or something. Like obviously you don't want to throw too much complexity at the player at the start of the start of a demo, but I think that would have been okay. But still, this is fine. Okay, so I have 9. So I'm not sure when they will be attacking. That's probably something they'll talk about next. Oh yeah, because I had mana, right? So this is my energy. So once this is depleted, they'll probably go. What's this? Your current fate and how much fate you have for the battle. Fate is used to swap neighboring tiles on your grid with each other. Fate does not replenish automatically at the start of your turn. Okay, that's cool. They'll probably teach me this soon, but yeah, there's a mouse over, and it gives the actual information that I need. So like, I suspect that this developer actually has playtested this demo and done some updates and refinery on it. So yeah, nothing like glaring mistakes so far. All good things actually. Hit points, HP, your current and maximum hit points. Yeah, your current energy is how much energy cost. Yeah, so this tells me exactly what the tutorial told me, which is okay. Like I might have missed it, I might have clicked it, and gold after each battle your per runes in your deck. Yeah, let's not spend too much time on this. Your power goes beyond just playing runes. Your grid itself can provide useful effects if you position runes correctly. I'm going to redeal the grid to show you what I mean. Pay attention. If you ever line up 3 of a kind in a row or column, you trigger a match bonus. Oh, that's clever. Go on, play the slash rune in your hand and watch what happens when the defend runes on its left side slides over to create a match. Okay, so this one will create a match now when I use this, and I can't target him. And they now created and I got it. So when I got this, I got it automatic. Nice work. See how the 3 match runes got discarded and the new ones were dealt? You earned a special bonus for pulling that off. To see your match bonus, hover your cursor over the icon location in the bottom left corner of your screen. Okay. Permanently increase your max HP by 1, heal 1 hit point, and gain 3 shields. So if I make a match, the match ability is performed. So I get more HP and gain shields. So it's not based on what actually matches. It's just like, yeah, do a match and this happens. Like, probably could have been more interesting if it was tied up to what the match actually did. perhaps, but it might have been too complex as well. So this sounds fun. It's also worth noting, matches don't just boost your power, it also gives you orbs. This is a currency used to purchase rare rewards. You can see your current orb count on the top right of your screen. So this is my orb. Okay, so I can buy new runes. The rare rune would cost 3 orbs. We definitely want that one, right? So let's see if we can make more matches. So yeah, there's like with this grid, there's a lot of there's the base mechanic here is enough for a game. Like there's enemies that I want to hit, attack. I want to keep my attack. There's different choices between them. They're moving forward, and I also have this matching ability that'll give me extra ability stuff. So yeah. Now let's talk about fate. You can use this to swap the locations of 2 adjacent runes on your grid. You see your remaining fate on the stat bar. It does not replenish until next battle, so make it last. Let's use a fate point. Left click on any rune in your grid, then left click the adjacent rune to swap places. Okay. And again, they're not telling me that I should make this match here. It's like, okay, if I've been paying attention, which I have, I will do it, and I'll feel a bit more clever than like if they were like pointing. So like if this was a mobile game, it would obviously have done that, but don't treat me like a mobile game user. I'm a lover of roguelike deck builders. If I right click this one, wouldn't that play it? No, it's the grid is empty, so it wouldn't play it. But I wonder how, like, but I'll do this one now just to, and it's, yes, and it's drag and drop. Ooh, I got more defense. But it's still like they'll still do quite a lot of damage to me. One more thing. In addition to light and dark runes, there's also another type, auras. Auras are passive buffs that don't cost energies to use. You can tell auras by their light blue colors. Their effect stays active as long as the rune stays on the grid. So the longer it's there, the longer you benefit. Okay, so there's even more things to consider when choosing what grid you're using. However, the cursor over the aura. No, I am dyslexic, so bear with me. Hover your cursor over the aura to bring up the tooltip. See the blue word at the bottom saying fleeting? That's a modifier. Fleeting means that if the rune is in your hand at the end of your turn, it gets discarded. So this, it's like, the good things with aura is that they're active as long as they're there, but fleeting will just stay there. Will just stay there. Will disappear anyway, so it doesn't matter. Did I understand that correctly? Yeah. Okay. Okay. So I do have fate left. I could do this. Multi-strike to all. Yeah, let's do that. It doesn't allow me to do it. So I think if it's something that, you know, I really need my fate later on and they have this plan for the tutorial, then it's okay. But if not, it's kind of like, yeah, I was clever here and I was going to do something smart, or something that I thought was smart, and return. was burning. Damage. Took quite a lot of damage. This concludes your training. If you ever wish to return, you can retry it again from the title screen in the settings menu. Okay. Now go forth, end this chaos and bring balance back to the realms. Okay, so really nice tutorial and a really nice game. Seems like I'm looking forward to playing this one. It seems like it has a lot of interesting choices and ways to play. So I only have one option for character so far. This was the one that was played in the tutorial. Select and unlock bonuses for your run. So there's things to unlock, that's fun. So let's see, there's a map here. It's giving me some upgrade. There's a battle, there's a special, there's a battle, there's a... So yeah, my initial impression is that the map looks quite boring, but it works. It does what it's supposed to be doing. Or yeah, let's see how it progresses. But first impression of the map was not fantastic. My hammers are at your service. They've done such a good job with mouse overs everywhere, but here I don't get any. But I guess clicking will give me the information I need. Horn of Tribute. For every 10 runes in your deck, gain 1 orb when you visit the next Nexus. So I don't know if I can choose one of these, so let's read what each of them are. Jade Bite. Each time you take unblocked damage from an enemy, deal 3 damage back. Okay, this costs something. This one was free. This one I can't afford. After each battle, instead of gaining 1 gold for each rune in your deck, you get 2 gold. Would have been great. So we're definitely getting this. Oh, and I can only choose one of them, yeah. And they had a different cost to them. So yeah, it's a mix of like a shop and select one of 3 typical thing. And yeah, that's interesting. Battle start. Okay, so he's doing 12 damage on me. Each enemy alive, there's not any alive, so... And this one will create a burn. This one will create an additional burn. And 5 is more than 3. So it's just gain 10 shields, banish a chosen shield in your grid. That's great. I don't think we'll get to it, but let's see. We are doing damage on you. Let's hope we get lucky. Nope, not any swaps we can do here. What is this? Can't play this. Can you play this? Why would I play this? Let's try. Okay, so no, we didn't get any defense, so we'll have to eat all the damage. Not sure why two the grids disappeared there. I can heal and it will, because that was a light rune, so I'll get this heal for free. Is that right? Yes. Cool. Okay. That's not awesome for us. Okay, we're doing this. And we're doing this. Okay, we're killing him now, so I don't need to think about what we're gonna do. But we took quite a lot of damage, so... Chooser's reward. Deal 10 damage. Banish a chosen rune from your grid. That sounds fun. It could help matching become easier. Deal 6 damage. If your enemy has burn, deal additional 4 damage. That sounds very useful, but we pick fun over useful every day because we're playing games for fun, not work. So we can either do the forge or the shop. Buy favors, runes, and sigils. Gain tile. Like the forge, it sounds like I'm gonna gain something, but it did have a cost there as well. So, and we haven't tried the shop yet. So, okay. So, was this question mark before? So we don't know what they were. So they get revealed once we have it. Yeah, shop. Make your enemies go boom. Okay, so I have 67 coins. I have 3. Okay, this sounds great. Oh no, this. What is so? This is not a rune. Yeah, I should heal up some. It's boring, but okay. So this one is obviously great when I'm fighting many enemies, but not single enemies. This one is better on single enemies. Multi-enemies. Yeah, let's remove this one. Okay, that's a fight. Bane adds a Bane to your draw pile, negative effect that triggers on your grid or when played. Banes are removed from the deck after being played or at battle's end. I don't like you, and I don't like you. So he's a healer as well, so let's see. Let's see if yeah, so we're doing this one. We're doing this one and this one, and now we're removing a grid. We want to have like a match here. This one seems good, so what? Yeah, doing this. Nope. I do wonder how often I'll get to do matches. And like, that's also a thing, like when adding new runes to my deck, it will make it less likely that I get matches. So that's a factor in it. And also like when removing sounds super powerful. But yeah, we are going to burn you. I don't have any energy left, and then we're not gonna burn you. You're gonna be fine. I could move this here and then down here, but then I use like 2 moves, and that sounds a bit too much. I do not understand fleeting. I thought fleeting was that it was removed. That it was removed at the end of the turn. It might be that if it's in the front row, it only triggers if it's in the front row. It might be that the tutorial text told me that as well. So I have 2 in my draw pile. Okay. So I can kind of see. I haven't stopped. You can see what is coming. Okay, that's useful for planning combos, but it wasn't anything. Yeah, it didn't seem the odds of having a combo being more likely. Or if I use this one actually. Then I get to banish as well. I'm doing you. And I get to banish. I want to move this down. Yeah, let's banish you. I got this. At the start of your turn, ignite a random rune on your grid for the remainder of this battle. It still functions normally, however you receive 2 damage when it's played. Okay, so is this like the last rune in my deck? It wasn't something I could remove, so that's probably something like you want to have more runes in your deck, or less you'll get this one earlier, and it's yeah, so probably something balancing around that is, I'm guessing, the reason they brought in this. Now we're moving you down here and we're getting our bonus. He's gonna heal. I don't have any way to interrupt his heals. This has no effect, which is a shame because we really love to use this one. Yeah, I'm only getting 9 and I have 13, so I have more than enough. Can I do some swapping? Noopsie poopsie. And let's see, there's 1 in the draw pile, so that'll come. Okay, so now this one is burning, which gives me damage, so which damages me, but I can probably remove this from the grid by doing this, and hopefully that'll and yeah, swapping, of course you want to use swapping for making matches, but it's also good, like, oh, I really want to use this one, and you can probably swap and do this. This should kill him, right? And now I need some shield. It's almost enough. But yeah, I don't have any more energy and I can't create any matches, so we do this. Yeah, I killed him, took 3 damage. Okay, so now this is burning. We're getting a slash. So if I do this, I'll get the slash and it'll match automatically, removing the burning tile. Yeah, that was good. This one heals me and then I can heal again. For freeze. Can I use this? Discarded it. Will it reappear? No. Okay, cost me a move, but okay, so now this is, my guess is that this now will disappear, and that I finally figure out what fleeting means, which took me way too long. Sorry, developer. Block that. So I kind of want to finish you now. The next runes you select on your grid will be banished. Okay, why? Was it so I couldn't select this one, or? Not sure why that happened. But I'm sure that this will happen. Oh, nice. That felt really good. And we're doing this. Let's see. We want to do this, but we're not allowed. We're allowed to move this. So for the rest of the battle, this rune has no effect when played, and we can't banish it. We have enough defense, so we're just going. We don't have any action points. So can we create any matches? Nope. So we can probably finish her off right now, right? We do this. This. Yeah, she should. We can recover a point. And can we do... no. Cannot get any matches. Yeah. Nice. We got some gold. Choose a reward. So orb. 5 now, and like the expensive one costs 3, so maybe I could buy 2 of the expensive ones. So these are Deals 15 damage, get 1 energy. Can only be played if every other card in your hand is light. So a bit tricky to pull off, but like massive amount of damage, and also it's free because I would gain 1 energy as well. Gain 4 shields if the last rune played was a light. Okay, so this is basically a free shield if I use it correctly. But yeah, this one is a bit tricky to pull off, but we are going to do that one. But again, if I look at, can I look at my deck here? So I got a new one now, and it makes it even less likely that I'm able to do a match, which is a bit sad. And like, obviously I don't want to like have a lot of basic cards, but these ones probably I won't get a lot of chances to buy them. So I'm a bit unsure, like kind of like what's the best strategy for building a deck is. I do like that I'm unsure about it. Oh, this is exactly like the Spyros, things like this. I'm just hoping that the developer has some clever thoughts around this. And so far, they've had it, so I have faith. It has been forged. So yeah, here's a scribe. So yeah, so when we get there, it's like there's always like you have a choice between 2 different things, and it's a healing thingy. So it's not like, yeah, it's not very complex map. It's quite simple, but yeah, it does the job. We haven't tried the scribe yet, so duplicate one of your runes. Okay, that's interesting. So it kind of goes to what I just said, because I said that I don't want a deck with just basic cards. At the same time, I do want to get matches. So let's see. Twice the power, yes. Duplicate a common rune for free. Duplicate an uncommon rune that costs more money than I have. Duplicate a rare rune I can't afford. Okay. So I'll do this one. And I'll do the thing that I said I thought was boring. But yeah, we have light runes. We have a rare one where we want to have a lot of light runes, and like my guess is that the bosses will be some tough single encounter bosses. So yeah, let's go for the OP shield strat. Exactly. So I have quite a lot of shields coming. This guy. Select next rune to be discarded. Multi-strike is not very useful in this. I do want to create matches, but maybe I shouldn't overforce it. But yeah, this one is actually nice, because I can do this, and then I choose you, and we have something going here. You're gonna do 11 damage on me. I have 10 shields, so that's okay. I want to keep this on the board because this will burn here. So we're doing this, aren't we? Okay, and here we're moving forward towards getting a match. Okay, we're doing this. Are we doing this or to get it automatically, or are we swapping? Like healing wand is what he's doing. He's gonna buff himself. Okay, so we don't need defense. We can do the heal. Trigger this. And yeah, so we got more max HP, which is nice, and we healed one, that's nice. Gain 3 shield, which we didn't need. We really want to be able to use this one, but it's a bit tricky because all of the other ones needs to be light. This is light. This is light, right? This is aura. So this is going to be the one that we're struggling with. We still want to burn you though, so no energy left. What does your buff do? Your buff gives you regeneration. So at the start of each turn, you regen 3 hit points. I don't love that these are not pixel art. Like, do like the art. It's a bit mismatch here as well. There's some. This is like pixel art, but this isn't. But generally, like I like the look of the game. You're gonna do 11 damage to me. That's something I don't want. But I do want to heal you. I want to do damage on you. Remove this. Maybe I should swap this just so I get like, yeah, I knew this one would be tricky to pull off. I guess I shouldn't like kill myself to make sure that it happens. I can't play this. Should probably have done that in a different order. I think I could have gotten one more rune out of it. Attack and block. Deals significant amount of damage and gains an unknown amount of shield. We're healing you. We're just moving you. We're banishing something. Something. Yeah. Okay, so now I'll be able to play this one in 2 rounds, I think. So my point about not overforcing, might not have listened to my own advice, which happens. Okay, so got a bit of block. So we're doing this, and we're doing this. Thank you, game, for making sure. And we can't play this one. No. But when this one goes here, we can play it. And if we do, this won't disappear. Maybe we're going to use a swap. Like this. Now we can play it. Awesome. You're doing... No, you're buffing yourself. So we can heal ourselves. It should be fine. And we added more burn to him. So I think we're going to win this one. I think this... Oof. Oh yes. Choose a reward. Heal 4 and banish on grid. Seems good. That. Upgrade one of your runes. Heal your wounds. We're gonna upgrade. So all of these are light. The one I got now, that's light as well, right? Yeah. Because like we want to be able to pull this one off, we want to be able to do more of these. We want to see how upgrading a rune works. Upgrade a common rune. Rare rune. Okay, and again. So I don't think this balancing is amazing. Like, this is supposed to be an interesting choice for me. Like, you're supposed to presenting me with different options, and I'm supposed to think like ahead. How do I want to build my synergy engine, and what's important and whatnot? But I'm not able to do these 3 things, so I can only do this. This has happened 2 times now, yeah, I think that's a balancing mistake of the developers. I think this is something they should fix. So selecting. So this is what it does. I could not select the OP one. Let's see what. Okay, so so now it's 4. So okay, so here it's random, and now here I can actually choose it, which makes it way more useful. So we're doing that. Let's see what the other one. So this one would heal me more and regain no matter what. So that makes it easier to use. Like this one is more damage and more burn. More damage, more damage, more damage. Yeah, we're doing this one. Yeah, it was not like the upgrades very interesting, like nicely. Battle. Battle start. Okay, this is very nice. I'll be able to use my Bright Wrath. Quite easily, actually. What does this do? Will not act this turn, so and you're doing damage. Nice animation on the Bogmancer. Poor damage, and we can only banish this. We can only damage these ones, so we'd rather use this. So yeah, let's do this. 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 Now next turn we can use this one. Obviously we want to use it on this one, but we probably won't be allowed to do that, so we'll do a lot of damage on these swarms, which is... yeah. Oh! Did it work differently than I thought? Ah, it's fleeting. Oh. My bad. This, then this is free. Can we burn you? No. That's a shame. But will this... I guess it will still match even though it's gray? No, it didn't. Okay, that's harsh. Like, I do think making matches is super fun, and I feel it is a bit too hard, so I think unmatchable. It says that it's unmatchable. I think it's maybe a bit too harsh. Like the grid, the match 3 element is very fun, so it's something I would allow players to do more if I was the developer. At least that's my impression so far. Oh. Why did that happen? Let's do this, banish. So unmatchable, I can't banish it. It is fleeting, so it won't. Okay. I'll get that. And that's fleeting again. Gah. He's healing up them. You're doing something nasty. Add the Bane to my draw pile. I do not want the Bane in my draw pile. I can do this. actually want to do this because I just want to stop him from might be over thinking the whole banish thing, but yeah, no possibility for matches. Yeah, so I not a lot of health left, but yeah, I can recover some for free. But I'm not able to get through, like, because he respawns them, right? Okay, let's see if I can, like, would be great to finish him up with this one. Why has he lost so much health? Ah, so he uses health when he is summoning them? And I want to use this. No, I don't need to use this on this. I should be using this. So, and I want this one removed. Yeah, let's do this. And this. The rune to remove. Let's do this one. He's almost going to kill me. I killed him first. Nice. Again, more runes that will make it even harder for me to do matches. Orb, I can get one orb. And this one is dark. And this one is this an aura? While on your grid, when a banished rune is drawn, discard and replace it with an unbanished rune. It's gonna be this. Duplicate my rune? Yes, we're gonna duplicate our runes like we want matches. And we're gonna do the free one. We wouldn't have afford. Again, not able to do any of this. What? Why can't I duplicate a shield? Maybe it's a balancing thing that, you know, you could, it would make it too OP that you had a lot of one cards, that they make it so that you only can have 4 or something. I don't know, but usually it's when something becomes too OP and you feel like you've beaten the game and found the flaw in the game design, that's when roguelites are the most fun. So I'm not sure if this is a design decision or if it's just an RNG or whatnot, but yeah, I was really looking forward to getting another shield and I weren't allowed. So we'll do this instead. Still a lightweight though, so it will help us with pulling off that monster that I've been able to do once. Okay, so this will do quite a lot of damage on me, and I have no health. Um, 15, gain 1 energy. It's fleeting. Yeah, so we're doing this. And then this is free, right? We need more shield, so we're doing this, and we're banishing this. So when I banish it, it actually becomes fleeting and unmatchable, so it's not, banishing's, it's not as great as I thought it was, because it really makes the deck a lot less playable. Okay, I can get this one now though. So yeah, I have more than enough shield, or I have 1 point more than I need. So more than enough. And we are... Yeah, so she will block. It's okay. I like the animation when he's blocking. It's really nice. Okay, Bane, attack and block, and buff itself or an ally. We're doing this. This. We will be able to play this one now, but if we did this, it will banish itself. So and if we do this, then we get this one. So let's shield ourselves and yeah, not have to take that damage. And we're gonna use you on you next turn. Haha. What's this? Eternal. While this buff is active, dark runes that target only this enemy will be discarded without effect. However, dark runes that target random or all enemies still affect. Okay. I was planning to take out you anyway, so. Meh. Oh, and I got a match. That's fun. I almost killed you. I can do this. I can do this, then this for free, then this. Right? Right. And I can't choose to banish a banished, because I definitely would have banished you again. And here we have the Is this like a shuffle thingy, or is this, oh, they can give me bad stuff in my deck. That's what's happened previously as well, that I got a negative rune from an enemy. I see. And this one doesn't match. That's so sad. I don't have any. Am I gonna die now? No. Okay, I'm gonna and then I'm gonna heal myself for free, make sure that I survive. I could get even more, but I want to give you a burn. And that's all we're able to do for now. I wonder if we'll die this battle. If we can play this guy, then we will be able to take him out, but we'll be able to take him out anyways with these two, and she's just doing a buff, so that should be fine. But when we do these two, he'll move forward and we won't be able to use him. Yeah, we will. I think this is gonna be amazing. Banish was not the light rune. Banish is a light rune, but it doesn't count as light when it's banished. I do think if that's the case, it does mark as though it's opaque because it can't be used. And now that's gonna banish itself. This is so sad. Okay, let's do this so I can damage you and banish this one. You banish this one. I cannot banish on. Of course I can't banish you. Yes, now I really don't want to banish stuff. Yes, now I won't take any damage at least. I can heal some. I don't want to banish anything. I'm using up all my runes. But now we have a match. That's nice. We're gonna heal ourselves. We're gonna get some more heal from that. This is 10. This is 2 and 2. We won't kill her. We will not kill her. So will she kill us? No. Gain 4 shield. Not great. There we We're gonna burn her. Okay, now I think she's dead. Yeah. Okay, close one. We need to heal. We're given an option of healing, we're definitely taking it. Deal 5. Yeah, so it deals damage for free if you play it correctly. Gain 1 through each burn across all enemies. We're doing you. Yeah, so we're not like this one is the one we want. We know that there's a heal before the boss, but we know that we won't be seeing the boss because we're probably gonna die in our next fight. Scribe, duplicate, passive power. Passive power is like if you have less than 6 hit points, regain all your health. So now we can actually choose between these. We can gain more gold for free. At the start of your turn, if you have 4 light runes in your hand, gain 1 fate. We're definitely getting this one, that's something very useful. Each time you play 4 dark runes in a single turn. How can I play 4 dark runes in a single turn? Trigger your match bonus if you matched rare runes. So this is a really interesting synergy item. Like if I had yeah, dark runes that triggered for free or something that gave me more than 3 turns or so what, this would be super useful. I don't though, so this is totally useless for me now. 4 light runes in my hand. I have a lot of light runes in my deck, so this is really nice. I should be gaining a lot of fates with this one. Too bad we won't be seeing much of it because my health is not existing. But yeah. And we are fighting these badass orcs. So this will kill me. And this will add that bane to my draw pile that I thought was a draw thing, but it was like, yeah. At the start of turn, if you have 4 light right in your hand, okay, so it has this to be here. So yeah, it's a bit tricky to trigger off. But let's do this. Heal myself, get 6 shields. Do I survive 14 then? Heal myself. Nope, that's not enough. Goodbye, sweet game. I think my fate has been forged. Not able to move this one up. Okay, could have done this. This, and if I had one more move I could have moved it here, but of course I don't have any energy left, so let's just die. Oh, legendary Phoenix. permanently increase your max speed 1, heal 1, and gain 3. That's my mash ability. And then base ability is each time you play a Dark Rune, heal 1 hit point. Each time an enemy attacks you, receive 1. Did it say anything that I had a revive? Well, I'm not gonna complain. Of course, I shouldn't have used up all my fates had I known this, but we can do 3 and hope for a trigger here, but like, no. We don't need you. We're not able to kill them, right? So this is 4, 8, and 13, 14. No, yeah, we don't like to banish. We did love to banish, but now that we understand how that it makes them unusable, you think banishing is sad? At the start of your turn, this pain count. If it explodes, dealing 5 damages and banishing another. Okay, we're gonna not let this one be played. Could ban. Yeah. Did we get some nasty in our draw pile? No. Okay, so we're just removing this. Ah, we can use this one. It does 5. Ah. Why didn't it kill him? Deals 15 damage, gain 1 energy. Not sure why that didn't kill him. This is 3. Why wasn't this 3? Okay, no, the last one was. And then I can't use this. Ah, I'm stupid. He's gonna almost kill me. It's 1 hit point. Yeah. Game over. So I didn't reach the final boss for the demo, but I got some progression points and had a really good time. I think this demo was super fun. I think this was a super fun game. I want to play this more. I think, yeah, I think it's a bit too punishing. I think I would allow players. So yeah, like a really well-made demo. The developers should be really proud of this one. I would make it like there's just a few things that I would change, like the amount of times where I got an option of 3, but only 1 was valid. I think that was a mistake. I think that banishing is a lot of fun, and them becoming unuseful the next turn was too punishing. It wasn't fun. I'd rather you scale up the enemies so that they are more difficult and allow me to do totally OP stuff and feel like super clever. So I would remove the banish thing so that I could remove tiles from my grid and them coming back the same way they were. I'd also make sure that the players are able to do matches. I think the grid thing, like choosing how you can line up your attacks and so forth, super clever. And with that you do a match 3 and get like a bonus of that. That's super fun. But I feel like, yeah, that you are too stingy. That the developer is too stingy on it. Like if it was like you got a match, and it was like I've destroyed the game, that would be super fun. And then just balance the game so that, yeah, the enemies needs you to be that totally OP. It's definitely what I would go for in terms of quality, but then in terms of like adjustments and things. But yeah, super fun game. I hope this one does really well for you. So good job.